everybody, it's Mickey, and in today's video I am sharing with you my spring home tour. If you are new here, I hope you will subscribe. I put out new videos every week about all things home. Spring has finally sprung in Northern Virginia, and today is a beautiful sunny afternoon. Here in my front hall is where I put the first few pieces to reflect the season, and this spring I am using the color green, bunnies, and bird nests. I like to switch out the displays that I usually have on the top of my chalk painted cabinet, and I have really tried to display more of my Rae Dunn collection throughout our main level to help brighten everything up for spring. I have put a few Rae Dunn canisters in a wired basket that I found at Target, and it sits on top of a galvanized tray that I found at Walmart years ago. I will try to link anything that I can in the information bar down below. If you don't see a link for it, it's just something that I have had for many years and may no longer be available. You have seen this wreath many times before that I made for my dining room last year. For spring, I just added this really sweet bird's nest that I found at Pier 1. I had also found this adorable bunny pillow at Pier 1 as well, and I thought it looked so cute here on our little preschool chair. Over on the skirted hall table, I have another one of those little bird nests that I found at Pier 1, which I have tucked into this little wired bird house that I found on QVC. And the sweet little bunny there I have used for the past several years, and I think originally I may have got it at Pier 1 as well. As we head into the family room, I have changed so many things here from winter to spring. The den in the kitchen is where I do most of my seasonal decorating anyway, because these are the rooms that we spend the most time in as a family. Up on the mantle, I have switched out my pine trees for some green frosted leaves in my flower pots, and I've replaced all of my pine cones with some more bird nests. I really love this wreath here above my mantle that I found at Hobby Lobby. The colors really suit this room so well, and it's so easy to make it seasonal by adding different accents to it. I usually like to hang a garland on my fireplace, and for spring I have replaced the gray mitten garland with this felt ball garland that I found on Amazon. I think the neutral colors should really carry us through the summer, and it just provides another spot in this room to display some family photos. A few weeks ago, I found two of these awesome galvanized metal lanterns at Marshall's. This is a smaller one, and on the inside I have a little white house sitting on a couple of those coverless books that I like to use throughout my home, and I just topped it off with a big happy bow. We can't forget my favorite 1930s typewriter. I just give it a little touch of spring with a little bird nest from Michaels and a big fluffy bow. So one of my favorite things about my sectional sofa is that it allows me to change out the pillows for the seasons. So I put away my big red and black buffalo checked pillows and added back these gray plaid and these beautiful flower pillows for spring. So behind my sofa on the antique green door is a wreath that I found at Hobby Lobby with a little wooden bunny that was part of the Target dollar spot a few years ago. I also have my absolutely favorite Target purchase ever is that little bunny weather vane that I know so many of you guys have as well. And then there is the larger galvanized lantern that I also found at Marshall's, decorated pretty much the same way with a little white house and a big check bow. I found the Easter egg wreath that is hanging on the blanket ladder next to my china cabinet at Pier 1. I was so surprised at all the great spring decor that they had there this year, and I have found myself going back shopping there more and more often. So I have mixed in a few of my spring Rae Dunn pieces here on the china cabinet. You know, I don't usually collect the seasonal Rae Dunn pieces, but I loved that little jelly bean canister so much, and I was lucky enough to find the Happy Easter egg plate as well. I always have out my green cabbage plates, but I think they look even more perfect at Easter time with a few bunnies mixed in. So next it's on to the kitchen. Now I did a whole video on my spring tablescape, and I will put a link to that video up above and down below. For my centerpiece on the table, I added a Rae Dunn birdhouse with a gray and cream checked ribbon, and I also have a little bowl there with some gray, green, and cream Easter eggs that I got at Pier 1. For my place settings, I just use my everyday Crate and Barrel dishes and my favorite gray and pink bunny napkins that I got at the Target dollar spot probably 3 or 4 years ago. I just love them so much. I pull them out every year to use on my Easter table. The same is true for those cute little pink egg plates. I got those at the Target dollar spot as well a couple years ago. The only other little bit of spring that I have here in the kitchen is in my updated drink station that I keep in this little 2-tiered galvanized tray that I found on Amazon. I have a little collection of my Rae Dunn sugar bowls, creamer, and a tea canister, and there's also a couple little bunnies peeking out through some of the greens. So in the dining room for spring, I have replaced all of my regular china with more of my Rae Dunn collection here in the china cabinet and in my corner cabinet on the other side of the room. My collection has really grown over the past few months, and I finally have enough to fill my shelves. I love those wire baskets from Target. I think they are a great way to contain a collection. So I have a basket here on the sideboard and also on top of my corner cabinet with some favorite pieces and some greens. Our next big DIY project is going to be here in the dining room, and all this is probably going to change quite a bit. I am still on a quest to brighten and lighten up my home, so be sure to check back over the next month or so to see what we are working on. For the table, I have a new table runner that I found at Target and some pieces that I have collected from Home Goods over the years. Those cute little white bunnies and salt and pepper shakers I found at the Target dollar spot. And the candle holders I made from Dollar Tree vases, dried split peas, and a battery-operated candle from Amazon. My last big addition for spring in this room is this galvanized tire swing wreath that I made a few weeks ago that I have a video on that I will put in a link up above and down below. This is one of my most favorite wreaths that I have ever made. I just love the way it looks here on my antique door, and I think that it is just the most perfect addition for spring. So thank you so much for watching today. I so hope that you enjoyed this spring tour. Please don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you all back as part of our YouTube family. So until I see you in that next video, I hope that you love the life that you have. Be kind to each other, and I will see you again soon. Bye.